Every year along Brazil's vast coastline, an extraordinary natural phenomenon unfolds as millions of sea turtles return to their ancestral nesting grounds. These ancient mariners, some species dating back over 100 million years, face unprecedented challenges in the modern world. From plastic pollution choking our oceans to coastal development destroying traditional nesting sites, sea turtles struggle for survival in an increasingly hostile environment. Brazil's 7,400-kilometer coastline serves as one of the world's most important sea turtle sanctuaries, hosting 5 of the 7 global species. The loggerhead, green, hawksbill, leatherback, and olive ridley turtles all depend on Brazilian beaches for reproduction and survival. However, their journey from ocean to shore has become increasingly perilous. Dedicated wildlife teams across Brazil work tirelessly to protect these magnificent creatures through comprehensive rescue and conservation programs. These heroes patrol beaches at night, monitor nesting activities, relocate vulnerable nests, and rescue injured turtles found stranded along the coast. Their efforts represent one of the world's most successful marine conservation initiatives. The scale of this operation is staggering. Each nesting season, teams document thousands of nests, rescue hundreds of injured turtles, and facilitate the safe release of millions of hatchlings into the Atlantic Ocean. This massive undertaking requires coordination between government agencies, environmental organizations, local communities, and international conservation groups. Understanding this remarkable conservation effort reveals both the challenges facing marine ecosystems and the incredible dedication of people working to preserve them for future generations. The Projeto Tamar, established in 1980, stands as Brazil's flagship sea turtle conservation program and one of the world's most successful marine protection initiatives. Founded by oceanographer Guy Marcavaldi, this groundbreaking project transformed Brazil's approach to sea turtle conservation from exploitation to protection. Before Tamar's establishment, sea turtle eggs were routinely harvested for food, and adult turtles were killed for meat and shells. Local communities viewed turtles as a natural resource to be exploited rather than protected. This unsustainable practice pushed several species toward local extinction along Brazilian coasts. Tamar revolutionized conservation by involving local communities as partners rather than adversaries. The program hired former turtle hunters as conservation workers, providing alternative livelihoods while leveraging their intimate knowledge of turtle behavior and nesting patterns. This community-based approach proved crucial to the program's success. Today, Tamar operates 26 research and conservation stations along Brazil's coast, from the Amazon mouth to the southern state of Rio Grande do Sul. These stations serve as headquarters for monitoring, research, education, and rescue operations. Each facility is strategically located near important nesting beaches or feeding areas. Through 4 decades of dedicated work, Tamar has documented over 36 million turtle hatchlings safely reaching the ocean, representing an extraordinary conservation achievement that has inspired similar programs worldwide. Sea turtle nesting season in Brazil varies by species and location, but peak activity occurs between September and March. During these months, female turtles emerge from the ocean under cover of darkness to dig nests and deposit their eggs in the warm sand above the high tide line. The nesting process is both ancient and vulnerable. Female turtles, guided by magnetic fields and lunar cycles, return to beaches where they were born decades earlier. Using powerful flippers, they excavate flask-shaped nests approximately 50 centimeters deep, deposit 120 ping-pong ball-sized eggs, and carefully cover the nest before returning to the sea. Conservation teams patrol nesting beaches throughout the night, documenting each nest's location, measuring the female turtle, and applying identification tags for long-term monitoring. This data provides crucial insights into population trends, migration patterns, and reproductive success. Nest protection begins immediately after documentation. Teams assess each nest's vulnerability to natural and human threats, including erosion, predation, vehicle traffic, and coastal development. Vulnerable nests are carefully relocated to protected hatcheries where eggs can develop safely under controlled conditions. The incubation period lasts 45–65 days, depending on species and sand temperature. Remarkably, sand temperature determines hatchling gender, with warmer temperatures producing females and cooler temperatures producing males. Climate change threatens this delicate balance, potentially skewing sex ratios toward females. Conservation teams monitor nests throughout incubation, protecting them from predators and human interference while collecting valuable scientific data. Brazil's beaches face numerous threats that endanger nesting sea turtles and their offspring. Coastal development represents the most significant long-term challenge, as hotels, condominiums, and infrastructure projects destroy traditional nesting habitats and create barriers between ocean and suitable nesting sites. Artificial lighting from coastal development severely disrupts turtle behavior. Adult females avoid brightly lit beaches, while hatchlings become disoriented by artificial lights instead of following natural moonlight toward the ocean. This disorientation causes thousands of hatchlings to crawl toward roads and buildings rather than the sea. Beach vehicular traffic poses immediate physical threats to nesting females and buried nests. Cars, motorcycles, and beach cleaning equipment can crush eggs, compact sand, and create barriers that prevent successful nesting. Many beaches now implement vehicle restrictions during nesting season. Plastic pollution presents an increasingly serious threat. Sea turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, their primary food source, leading to intestinal blockages and death. Microplastics contaminate the marine food chain, affecting turtle health and reproduction. Climate change intensifies all existing threats while creating new challenges. Rising sea levels erode nesting beaches, while increasing sand temperatures threaten to produce only female hatchlings. Stronger storms and changing ocean currents disrupt migration patterns and feeding areas. When conservation teams discover injured or stranded sea turtles, immediate rescue operations begin. These complex procedures require specialized equipment, trained personnel, and careful coordination to ensure both human and turtle safety. Rescue scenarios vary dramatically. Teams respond to turtles entangled in fishing nets, injured by boat propellers, suffering from plastic ingestion, or weakened by disease. Each situation demands different approaches and equipment, from simple hand tools to sophisticated lifting devices for large leatherback turtles weighing over 500 kilograms. Transportation to rehabilitation facilities requires specially designed vehicles and containers that protect turtles during transit. Teams must maintain proper humidity, temperature, and positioning to prevent additional stress or injury. For large turtles, this often involves multiple people and specialized stretchers. Initial assessment at rehabilitation centers includes comprehensive health examinations, blood tests, X-rays, and treatment planning. Veterinarians experienced in sea turtle medicine evaluate injuries, infections, and overall condition to determine appropriate treatment protocols. Common injuries include fishing hook ingestion, net entanglement wounds, boat strike trauma, and plastic obstruction. Treatment may involve surgery, medication, physical therapy, and long-term supportive care. Some turtles require months of rehabilitation before they're healthy enough for release. Throughout the rehabilitation process, teams minimize human contact to prevent habituation and maintain the turtle's natural fear responses essential for survival in the wild. Rehabilitation facilities along Brazil's coast serve as crucial medical centers for injured and sick sea turtles. These specialized hospitals combine veterinary medicine with marine biology expertise to provide comprehensive care for various turtle species and conditions. The rehabilitation process begins with thorough medical evaluation. Veterinarians conduct physical examinations, blood work, radiographs, and endoscopic procedures to assess internal injuries and overall health status. This diagnostic phase is critical for developing effective treatment plans. Treatment protocols vary widely depending on the turtle's condition. Common procedures include surgical removal of fishing hooks, treatment of infected wounds, repair of shell fractures, and removal of plastic debris from digestive systems. Some turtles require intensive care with fluid therapy, antibiotics, and nutritional support. Rehabilitation tanks are carefully designed to accommodate different species' needs while facilitating medical care. Water quality, temperature, and filtration systems must meet strict standards to prevent secondary infections and promote healing. The rehabilitation period can last from weeks to months, depending on injury severity and species. During this time, turtles receive regular medical monitoring, physical therapy, and gradual conditioning to prepare them for ocean release. Successful rehabilitation requires balancing medical intervention with preserving natural behaviors. Teams minimize human interaction while ensuring turtles receive necessary care, maintaining the wild instincts essential for post-release survival. Determining when a rehabilitated turtle is ready for release requires careful evaluation of multiple factors. Medical clearance is essential, but teams also assess behavioral indicators, physical condition, and environmental factors that influence release timing and success. Medical criteria include complete wound healing, normal blood parameters, appropriate body weight, and demonstration of natural feeding behaviors. Turtles must show no signs of infection, neurological damage, or other conditions that could compromise survival in the wild. Release timing considers seasonal factors, weather conditions, and ocean temperatures. Teams prefer releasing turtles during favorable conditions when food sources are abundant and environmental stresses are minimized. Release location selection is crucial for success. Teams choose sites with appropriate depth, current patterns, and proximity to natural feeding areas. The release location should match the turtle species-specific habitat preferences and provide the best opportunity for successful reintegration into wild populations. Pre-release preparation includes final health checks, application of identification tags, and sometimes satellite transmitters for post-release monitoring. These tracking devices provide valuable data about migration patterns, survival rates, and habitat use that inform future conservation efforts. The actual release process is carefully orchestrated to minimize stress while maximizing the turtle's chances of successful reintegration into the wild. Release events represent the culmination of months or years of conservation effort and serve as powerful symbols of hope for marine ecosystem recovery. These carefully planned operations require coordination between multiple teams and consideration of numerous environmental factors. The release process itself is designed to be swift and stress-free. Turtles are transported in specialized containers that maintain proper humidity and temperature. At the release site, teams carefully position the turtle at the water's edge, allowing it to enter the ocean at its own pace. Many releases are documented for scientific purposes and public education. Photography and videography capture these emotional moments while providing valuable data about turtle behavior and release success. However, documentation never interferes with the turtle's welfare or natural behavior. Post-release monitoring, when possible, provides crucial data about survival rates, migration patterns, and habitat use. Satellite transmitters allow researchers to track movements for months or years, contributing to our understanding of sea turtle ecology and informing future conservation strategies. These release events often attract media attention and public participation, serving as powerful educational tools that raise awareness about marine conservation while demonstrating the positive impact of dedicated conservation work. The emergence of baby sea turtles represents one of nature's most remarkable spectacles and a critical phase requiring careful management to ensure hatchling survival. This process, called emergence, typically occurs at night when temperatures are cooler and predation risks are reduced. Hatchling emergence is synchronized within each nest, with most siblings emerging within a 24-48-hour period. This coordinated effort, triggered by temperature changes and lunar cycles, increases individual survival chances by overwhelming predators with sheer numbers. Conservation teams monitor nests closely as emergence approaches, typically 50-60 days after egg deposition. When emergence begins, teams maintain careful watch to document the process and intervene if problems arise. Natural emergence is always preferred, but teams may assist if hatchlings become trapped by compacted sand or debris. The journey from nest to ocean, called the crawl, is fraught with dangers. Hatchlings navigate using natural light cues, following the brightest horizon, which should lead to the ocean. However, artificial lighting can cause disorientation, leading hatchlings toward roads and buildings instead of the sea. Teams work to minimize light pollution during emergence events and guide disoriented hatchlings toward the ocean. This intervention requires careful judgment to provide necessary assistance while allowing natural selection processes to operate. Predation during the crawl is intense, with birds, crabs, and other predators taking advantage of this vulnerable period. Teams balance natural predation with protection from excessive human-related threats. Brazil's sea turtle conservation success depends heavily on community engagement and education programs that transform local attitudes toward marine protection. These initiatives recognize that lasting conservation requires changing human behavior and creating economic incentives for protection rather than exploitation. Environmental education programs target schools, communities, and tourists, teaching about sea turtle biology, conservation challenges, and the importance of marine ecosystem protection. Interactive presentations, beach walks, and hands-on activities help people understand their role in conservation efforts. Community-based conservation employs local residents as conservation workers, providing alternative livelihoods to fishing and turtle hunting. Former turtle hunters become some of the most effective protectors, using their intimate knowledge of turtle behavior to enhance conservation efforts. Ecotourism development creates economic incentives for turtle protection while funding conservation activities. Responsible turtle watching tours, when properly managed, generate revenue for local communities while raising awareness about conservation needs. School programs reach thousands of children annually, creating the next generation of conservation advocates. Students participate in beach cleanups, nest monitoring, and release events, developing personal connections to sea turtle conservation. Volunteer programs engage citizens in hands-on conservation work, from beach patrols to data collection. These programs multiply conservation capacity while creating passionate advocates who support conservation efforts long-term. As we conclude this journey through Brazil's remarkable sea turtle conservation efforts, we've witnessed the incredible dedication of wildlife teams who work tirelessly to protect these ancient mariners. From midnight beach patrols to complex rehabilitation procedures, from community education to cutting-edge research, these conservation heroes demonstrate what's possible when passion meets purpose. The success of programs like Projeto Tamar proves that effective conservation requires more than good intentions. It demands scientific expertise, community engagement, sustainable funding, and unwavering commitment. Brazil's approach of involving local communities as conservation partners has created a model being replicated worldwide. However, challenges remain formidable. Climate change, plastic pollution, coastal development, and fishing interactions continue threatening sea turtle populations. The work of conservation teams becomes more critical each year as these pressures intensify. Every rescued turtle, every protected nest, and every successful release represents hope for the future of our oceans. These magnificent creatures, which have survived since the time of dinosaurs, depend on our continued commitment to their protection. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into Brazil's sea turtle conservation efforts. If this story inspired you to learn more about marine conservation or support these vital efforts, please show your appreciation by subscribing to our channel and giving this video a like. Your engagement helps us continue bringing you stories of hope, dedication, and the remarkable people working to protect our planet's most precious wildlife. Together, we can ensure that future generations will witness the miracle of sea turtles returning to Brazilian beaches for millions of years to come.